Hello guys, my name's Rod, and today I have some information. Some of you may have heard of this game. It's called the War Z. It's more or less an MMORPG. MMORPG, didn't say that quite properly. So basically just an online game, but with it's got a kind of a twist. It's got first person shooter and third person shooter. It's kind of like Fallen Earth, you might have heard of that. That's also an MMO. Went free to play recently. That's a pretty good game if you like post-apocalyptic MMOs or post-apocalyptic games in general. Let's just have a look here. Right. I'm just looking at my. Because they recently released quite a lot of information on the game. However, not a lot of people have seen it. But a lot have, but a lot haven't, so I decided to bring you this video today. I know I'm quite hyped up about it. They're even hoping to release a closed beta towards the end of summer. I think the latest they said was the 21st of September. Although that obviously could change because game development, it can be hell. But that's what they really are looking for. So far they've released a few screenshots which you can see on their website. I will link that in the description, as well as sources for my information in this video. Right, so first thing I want to say is this is quite focused to be like DayZ, but obviously with the engine built around it and not the zombies being built around the engine like DayZ, because obviously Armed Assault has terrible AI. It's just really bad. However, building the AI for the engine is much better, and in this case will probably result in a much smoother, much more professional looking game than DayZ. However, DayZ is still fun, obviously, and they be much different. So you won't be looking at which one's better. You just be looking at which one do you prefer more. The map is, well, it's going to be set in Colorado around 5 years after the original outbreak. The zombies, yeah, it was a viral outbreak, so basically your average zombie apocalypse. The map is going to be around roughly 400 square kilometers long, but big, sorry, including a city and all that, and country. So like the DayZ, well, like the Arma 2 map, Generous. They are looking to make more maps in the future based in New York, possibly, including possibly LA, Los Angeles, sorry, and Paris. They could be really interesting. I like the idea of New York. That could look really nice. I may be pausing quite a bit in this video because there's quite a lot of information to go through, and this will probably be separated into quite a few different parts. So, yeah. Right. The game, they're aiming to sell it for $30 US. That's roughly 24, 27 pounds if you're in Britain. I'm not quite sure on other currencies. You can just type in XE Money Converter on Google if you're not sure about your currency. They're aiming for it to be a AAA quality game, but obviously they're aiming for people to run it on older computers, although that doesn't mean the graphics can be shit. Sorry, terrible. The graphics do look pretty nice from the screenshots, but of course it's still in alpha and a lot of things can change, so we're not quite sure about how that will turn out. But hopefully we see more of the game towards September. hopefully even sooner if because, well, it's coming to the end of summer now. Right. The main thing is still focusing to be like DayZ. No classes, no levels, and they're aiming for it not to be like, you know, where in some MMOs or RPGs they're you know, where you can just increase the strength bar by 1 and then you can automatically for some reason equip a weapon like 5 times the size of you, compared to a pistol which you can only handle on second before. So they're aiming for it to be realistic in terms of the classes, well, not classes, but, you know, your character progression. However, they are definitely trying to get you more ways to improve your character. So basically, I think they're aiming for it to be so you can you know, make yourself fitter, so you can run faster. There's going to be a stamina bar. I'll talk about that later. Practice your shooting. So I'm guessing that will, if you've ever played Fallout, you know, where you've got the gun skill, where you can, you know, put that up, and, you know, when you're towards the really low gun skill, then you're going to be shaking all over, but when you get to 100, you're going to be more or less precise. I'm guessing it'll be somehow like that, but with more of a terms of actually shooting to improve your skill, rather than you know, just you know, just clicking on a thing and that makes you automatically better. If you played Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, that's I do think it was in that where you could, you know, where just jumping and running would increase your fitness level or your stamina level, something like that. It's been a long time since I played that, sorry. So correct me if I'm wrong. So it's going to be quite similar to MMOs in terms of character progression, but it's going to be much more realistic, and that is definitely what they are aiming for. Not something like where you can just choose a perk which gives you the ability to kill 1 billion zombies right around you, compared to a newer player where you can't kill one, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, I don't know what I said that for. So you will be given advantages, but not huge advantages, so it's more fair, more realistic, and friendlier for new players, but still giving the veteran players some more kind of you know, more of an advantage, but not to a point where new players can't play. Right, one of the things they keep saying is, oh God, I played World of Warcraft quite a while ago. I was ashamed to say that I had no idea what I was doing. I must have killed like 1,000 wolves in my first couple of days of playing it, and that's all I did. I didn't move anywhere, didn't do any quests. I was quite new to it, well, gaming, to be honest, so let alone MMOs. So basically, killing zombies won't really, you know, make you much better, but you can still, assumingly, gain some sort of skill from killing zombies, but not to the point where killing a certain amount will give you, you know, a massive advantage. The economy. Now this will be quite like MMOs. It'll have currency dollars, you know, which is the currency in the game, and gold coins. I think you can find both of these in the game, so you don't have to buy gold coins like some MMOs tend to. Like the gold coins tend to be more towards what you'd pay to get premium content with the gold coins. But I think you might be able to purchase gold coins, but it's not going to be that's just to give items which, you know, it'll help you, but it's not going to be pay to win. They really seem to be focusing not to make it pay to win. the game will only cost $30 straight off. It's no monthly fee. It's one-time download, so you don't have to purchase anything apart from the game, which is $30 itself. So that's quite a big plus, in my opinion. You will be able to pre-order it soon to get closed, and you'll also get closed access to the closed beta, which is quite nice as well. I'm not sure how early. I'm not sure if it'll be almost as soon as it's released, but I'm assuming it would be that when the closed beta is released, it'll be for people who've won the places in competitions or have been chosen from the thing. You can send your email, and I think they choose them randomly, and I think you have to be active on the forum though, so keep that in mind if you do want to try and win the position to get into the closed beta. Yeah, so you can't use gold coins to buy something which give you a massive advantage over others in the game. So they're really against stating that people who have loads of money and they want to just pay to win the game, you can't do that. But you can have the option, choice to buy in-game currency, to buy something like, I'm assuming maybe just a new gun or something like that. But I'm not sure. It's still quite early on in the terms of finalizing the game, obviously, because it's only an alpha. However, it has been developed for a few years, as they've said in the information I have here. They're aiming to release the game this fall 2012. So obviously we don't have a lot of time to wait. Which sounds pretty good to me, considering I hate waiting for games. I remember when Dead Island was releasing, I pre-ordered it, and I was waiting for it, and then I just thought, fuck it, I just waited so long that I couldn't really be bothered with it anymore, and I didn't play until just after Christmas. However, I was glad I played it. That was a pretty good game. However, I did not like the guns in the game, and I like guns in zombie games because I don't really like to get up close and personal to melee creatures. So really, the game can come out between really September and November. So, really, well, I say aim towards more later towards November, but I would say not long in terms of waiting. So let's get to the next thing. So it says the required specifications, 2 GB of RAM, that's not a lot, and a video card which supports shader model 3.0. So obviously that's a very bare minimum of stuff. It's not recommended, it's just the minimum, and I don't think they're even very sure about that either. Definitely that's going to be the minimum. It's not going to be any more than that. It might be less, I'm not sure. Don't take my word on that though, I'm not 100% sure, as they seem to be pretty confused, and I seem to see quite a few different things in terms of the required specifications on your computer. God, I'm so used to typing. Right, Mac is not supported. However, of course, you can use Boot Camp and just mount Windows and use it, play through that. That should work. However, I think they do seem to want to add support for Mac users later after the game's released, but we'll see about that. Hold on. God, I don't give a shit if it's your birthday. I don't even know you. Sorry about that. Right. So yeah, again, they say in the later state to get a chance to play the game, not to play the game. You're just going to get a chance to do this. So September 21st, 2012. So not long at all. Sorry, the 4th of August today. So yeah, shouldn't be that long. Right, hosting your own server. as people already know, in DayZ you can buy your own server, but it's quite limited on what you can do. And on this, it seems you can host your own server, but you don't actually host the server. You can only rent a server. So I'm guessing that would be can rent it, and you can have who you want in that game. Pricing of this varies, but it will currently be starting at around $15 per 70 players. That's pretty good for renting. 30 days, that is pretty good. Discounts, yeah, discounts offered if you buy for more days, like a year or something like that. So that'll be pretty good if you want to just play with a clan. I think the minimum of players you can have in the game if you want to rent your own server are like 30, so and a maximum is 250. So the game should be pretty interested in this. Yeah, so they're not quite sure about the exact costs, but aiming to be around $15 per 70 players for 30 days, with discounts on buying to rent for longer. Right, next. Right, weapons and infantry. Now, in DayZ, as you may know, you can have primary weapon and secondary weapon. In your backpack, you can hold a weapon, but backpacks tend to be quite small. In this, you have obviously, again, you still have two spots, one for your main weapon, which can vary from apparently assault rifles, grenade launchers, sniper rifles, to crossbows, and any other weapons be considered main weapons. So, you know, your general two-handed weapons probably. While the secondary slot may include handguns, Uzis, question marks. I'm assuming they're not sure about that, but they seem to be an interesting idea. That is quite common in other games to have small semi-automatic handguns, or even the little bit bigger fully automatic Uzis or small 9mm SMGs to be secondaries. Also revolvers and melee weapons. So melee weapons will be in the game, so that might be good for some of you, might not be. Definitely good for me. I like to have melee weapons. Just makes me feel more of a badass, to be honest. You can also have your infantry filled with other weapons ready to replace your current hotspots. So they're aiming to be, you know, like you'd have one, you'd have your pistol and your holster or something on your side, so you'd easily be able to get to that. But you'd also be able to have one in your backpack or something, or, which, you know, I'm assuming is the infantry. Because obviously if you're aiming for realism, I doubt they can just put it down your pants or something. Underwear, sorry. So yeah, so generally the infantry system looks pretty basic, but good basic, not bad basic. Right. Right, so they're already they're using a pre-existing game engine called Eclipse. I've never heard of them myself, but that sounds good to hear. Oh, well, apparently it's been tested by millions of players worldwide, worldwide with satisfying results. So, by the sounds of it, the Eclipse engine should be able to be quite good with this sort of MMORPG feel. Right. So yeah, again, they say that they've been doing it for a good few years. It hasn't. It's only just basically been announced that it's in the works recently, and obviously since DayZ became popular, people have been really wanting an MMORPG based with zombies. So that's basically probably prompted them to get up and say, "Hello, we're doing it. Buy our game, please," because I know you like it. So far I am liking it. Which came first, DayZ or World War Z? World War Z. Sorry, the War Z. Sorry, I keep confusing War Z with a book. I don't know why people have to text me while I'm in the middle of a video. Nobody else texts me at any time when I'm not making a video. Sorry about that, guys. Right. So basically, they know that Daisy has been. Alright, pal. Why are you saying that to me? It's 11. It's 12:15. Quarter to midnight. Sorry about that. So yeah, like I just said about them wanting to spring up now and say announce the game, kind of. Because Daisy became popular. They say the success of Daisy was an immense sign to us that a post-apocalyptic zombie MMORPG was the right way to go. So they definitely know that they made a good choice in that. I think they did as well. Right. If you get infected, you just die. So, sorry if people want to play zombie, that won't happen. What happens if I die? Right, so this is quite an asked question, I imagine. As in Daisy, you die permanently. If you do die, you don't come back, you lose all your stuff. So, in this, however, there's two difficulties. One is called hardcore, where your character dies permanently. There's another difficulty mode called normal, which is what I'd probably go for, which only locks your character out. So you can't play that character if he or she dies for between 24 and 48 hours. So I'm guessing we're not quite sure how long. I'm not sure if that's going to be in-game hours or real-life hours. I imagine real-life hours. However, you can buy a revive item from a gold store or create. Right, so you can buy something to revive you instantly if you wish from the gold store. I'm not sure if you'd be able to. I think the gold store would be used with gold coins. I think they said gold coins can be found in game, so you wouldn't have to necessarily spend real life money to get that. I'm now just realizing how hard it is to talk for such a long time. I've been doing it in videos, but of course I thought I was talking for long, but I'm not. 1 second, guys. I'm not sure if this would quench my thirst. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm not a wife beater, I swear. Right, you can create a new character while still keeping the old character. So, you know, if you want to, if you die on one character on normal mode, you get locked out for a certain amount of time. I'm assuming it wouldn't be worth waiting if you want to play the game. So create a new character while still keeping the old one. Not like in Daisy where you can, I think. It's kind of, but Daisy is kind of hard because because it's a mod basically. But in this, an account will have a limit of 5 characters. So you know, the average amount really, 5 characters. So that sounds pretty good to me. I'm not sure how exactly you get different accounts, if you have to buy the game again, or if you can just create a new account simply like that. Alright, vehicles. This is kind of a blank spot at the moment, I'm afraid. Vehicles will be in the game. Hands down, they will be. There's already been a couple of screenshots which I have seen with, what you seem to be in first person, looking out the front windscreen with your hands close to the wheel with a zombie attacking you. That looks pretty interesting. However, they've only confirmed that vehicles will be in the game. They haven't said anything else. However, they did say you cannot transfer vehicles between servers, so you can't. So it's unlikely that there'll be like in some MMOs where you have it in like a garage or something connected to your account, so it doesn't matter what server you're on or what So in this, it'll be like Daisy, where the vehicles will just be there. If you find it, you take it, and then it's just that. Don't get too attached to it because you're probably not gonna have it for long. and that's it for vehicles, I'm afraid. Right. Right, but stating here about the gameplay or trailer videos. Right, so they're saying the game is in alpha, which means any aspect of the game could be changed at any time, so it basically renders gameplay footage obsolete. I kind of agree, however it would be nice to get some gameplay trailer of the base mechanics, which, you know, you're not going to change that, you're not. Because if you do, well, you're going to need, it's either if you're going to change it, you're going to change it when everybody knows, because if you've gone this far without changing it, then you like it. So it'll be down to the player reaction to the game mechanics, so I would really think about releasing some gameplay footage soon if I were them. Right, voice chat. They don't seem to want to add voice chat, but it's a lot of people want to see it. I want to see it because it immerses you more into the game, and I think it's definitely something that you need to have in a survival game like this. You're not going to be just, right, fuck you know, you're not going to be just walking around, and you're not just going to stand still while, you know, say a player is like 2 inches away from you, like in DayZ. You're not going to type because you know you're going to die then, because they have the opportunity to kill you. I'm not sure about PvP in this game. I haven't seen anything about it yet. However, there might be something further along the video, so stay tuned for that. You know, you want voice chat because it just makes it easier and more realistic. I, for one, think if they're not sure about putting it in, then that's probably because of things like spam or people playing music through it, which is quite common things to be scared of as a developer. If that's the case, just add voice enabled servers or voice disabled servers, so people can join a voice enabled server if they want to, or if they don't want to. Simple as that. Just make it clear that if you're going to be silly and, you know, just run around yelling, you know, shit, then you're going to get banned. That would be pretty much good enough for me, I think. So that's all I have on voice chat at the moment. Keep in mind as well that if I find any more information after this video, of course I will post it or update the video with annotations and things like that, depending on how relevant that information is. But there's a lot of information here. I've already been recording for 27 minutes, so, and I'm only 10% into what I have here. Right, zombies. They're not going to be fast like in DayZ. They're going to walk slow, but go from a limping. So they're going to be, you know, in some. So say you're just walking, but you're trying to. So you've got a broken leg and you're trying to run, but you can't run because it just hurts too much. But you can sort of go fast from walking. You're just going to be limping, but quite quick limping, but not, you know, not jogging or running fast. So it's not fast zombies. They're going to be the classic slow ones. So they will go a bit quicker when they detect you, or if they detect you. For those who are super stealthy. Right, here's something which I found to be, well, almost the same as DayZ. Quite interesting though, and one new thing: how zombies detect you. From an interview, there's 3 things. They can hear and see you. That's those who are from DayZ. But they can also, in this game, smell you. So basically, I'm guessing that would be just the you know, an added thing of realism. So really quite close to DayZ on that one. But I think that's good enough because, well, obviously you're not going to have them any other way of detecting it. I'm not saying they are copying DayZ, but however they are, you know, they've obviously looked into DayZ quite a lot because they keep mentioning them everywhere. Right. For those of you who've played DayZ or are familiar with DayZ for watching videos on YouTube, you're aware that, you know, PvP is a strong factor in that game, mod, whatever you wish to call it. So basically, you can just kill anyone you want. In this, by the looks of it, you can be a bad guy, be a little baddie. You can achieve a bandit status, again like DayZ. However, I think DayZ did remove the thing of becoming a bandit. But becoming a bad guy will have consequences, unlike DayZ. So certain settlements will not let you in. Some might be hostile towards you. So in other words, it'll be a tougher experience if you know. So basically, don't become a bad guy if you want a casual experience, unless you want a challenge. Right, next thing. Right, so like in DayZ, some of you might again be aware of the fact that you can run through the map without stopping. The only thing that'll happen is you'll go a little bit slower. Your character will be huffing away quite loudly and annoyingly. Right, so you can, again, they're saying about the fitness. You can train yourself to become better physically and run longer, but not to the extent where you can just run non-stop. And they're saying that there will be cooldown systems in place to prevent you from just running across the map. So a harder experience than DayZ is going to be. So turns out this game might be quite a lot more realistic than DayZ. And I think that's a good thing, because DayZ's focus it's more of a social experiment. I'm not going to get into that. Gun controls. Right, they're saying that the closest comparison they can come up with to the way you control guns is a mix of War Inc. That's, I think, Jesus Christ, an ancient game. I think I remember my first game being that a long time ago. I think it's like kind of an MMO Battlefield style game, but a mix of War Inc. and Battlefield 3. So modern AAA kind of gun controls, of course, by the looks of it. Well, sounds of it. That sounds pretty good, because, well, I like to have the control over my guns. Not, you know, like in armor it's good, but it gets quite annoying if you just want to play a zombie game. If I wanted to play, well, yeah, I guess. Alright, no, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not comparing this game with DayZ. Well, I'm trying not to anyway. Right. They're also stating here that they want to try and get the game on Steam, but they cannot guarantee that will be happening. And I find that it will happen, because Steam's always looking for new innovative games on their in their store. Like, I'm not sure if Steam Valve approved this, but on the Arma 2 page, they even list DayZ as a feature. So I'm guessing Rocket, the creator or developer of DayZ, is quite proud of that. I would be. But obviously, zombie MMOs are taking off, and it's definitely looking good for zombie lovers like me. Right, I'm going to just skip that part. Right, clothing and character customization. Right, so far you can get the armor or clothing which will help you take less damage, such as vests, so Kevlar vests I imagine, helmets, hats, things like that, which will help against damage. So that sounds pretty good to me. And I like this one. The line says, "May I dress up my characters in pretty outfits and smear them with makeup?" That's what I like to do. Anyway, character customization has been confirmed to be in the game. That's really good. I love character customization. It's actually quite funny, actually. Since I played Saints Row the Third, I've actually been really not been able to play games where you can't customize your character. I don't know what it is, but if it's third person, I can't play it. It makes me really difficult to play it. Of course, I still will, but it just gives me that feeling like, ugh, can't customize my character. God damn it! Because technology is getting to the point where, why the fuck not? You may as well. I mean, Saints Row the Third, they have like, what, 6 different voices, male, female, from different kinds of backgrounds, like Colombians, New Yorkers, and yet, they're still fully voiced, and, Mass Effect 3, that's very customizable. You get male and female voice acting. So, it's just my 2 cents on character customizations nowadays. Back to the War Z. Right. So when the game's released, they will be only customizable features will be pre-existing faces you can choose from, along with a variety of different clothing pieces. More sophisticated, customizable facial features will be added at a later date. So it sounds like to me that they want to get this released as soon as possible because they don't want it to die down, and they want to make, they want to show people that this is the way to go. Right. Right, this sounds quite interesting. I'd just like to add here that I was intending to make a single-player zombie game based on the Source engine. I got pretty far, but I did scrap it in the end as a project because I was home educated and I had nothing to do. That was so I was hoping to get into game design, and I hoped that would help me making that game. And one of the features I was hoping to add, which I actually did add, was the ability to take over, say, a group of houses or buildings, and kind of, just claim it as your own little safe place. In this, I will read it exactly the way they say. Right. Make right. Right. So basically, it says, can you make a safe place for you and your friends, and all your friends? And it says, yes, you may. This can be done in a variety of ways, including taking over existing towns or settlements, and even build your very own from scratch. Details how this is performed is yet to be revealed. So that sounds pretty good, but I think it's too good to be true in the terms of build your own from scratch for those hoping to customize every aspect. But we'll see about that when it is when more information is released or when the closed beta comes. I like this one. Can I create a female character just to stare at her boobs? Many of you may know I like to play women in my games because I do like to. I'd rather stare at a girl's ass than a man's ass all day in third-person games. And it says, obviously you can be a girl if you want to, which I will be. Will not feature nudity officially, obviously, because, well, no game really wants to be that kind of, it's best leaning towards porn, basically. It does say perhaps in the future, but I assume that's just a joke. Guess it would add that extra layer of realism, eh? Oh, don't turn into a Canadian now. Sorry, right, HUD. The heads-up display. There will be health meter. The in DayZ, it'll show your smell, sound, sight levels. So just basically almost exactly like DayZ in terms of that, by the sounds of it. And likely to be a stamina meter. That's not confirmed, but they are hoping to add that as well by the looks of it. But obviously stamina will show how much you can swing a melee weapon, that again unconfirmed, and how much you can run, again unconfirmed. What? No, I'm busy! Yeah, what? Yeah, what? Get to the point! Oh, for fuck's sake.